Welcome to section 2. This is going to be editing and timeline. This video here is just a little bit more talking. We'll actually start editing the commercial in the next video. So talking about deliverables here, ask your client, where is this video going? Is it going to go just straight to broadcast? Is it going to be a combination of broadcast and YouTube? Or is it just going to be like YouTube and Facebook or Instagram? There's so many different formats out there for where your commercial will air. So that's one of the questions is you ask, where's the commercial going to air? In this case, our video, we're just going to be having it air really basic, standard broadcast. So broadcast is pretty simple. You know, the standard is HD 1080p is the size of the frame. 1920 by 1080p is the frame size. The frame rate is going to be 2997. 2997. So here, what I've got up is, this is Comcast, cable provider across the US and stuff. So like I do a lot of deliverables to Comcast. So all of my HD videos are going to be 1080, 1080. They say I, but I do everything P. The I is meaning interlaced. P would be progressive. So the differences between interlaced and progressive is what this diagram over here is showing us. Frames are very similar to a progressive frame. So that is just one solid photo, one solid image. If we're doing 2997 frame rate, that is pretty much the equivalent to 30 frames a second. So there would be 30 of these frames every second to make up the image. The interlaced is actually doing lines or fields that creates each frame. So one frame would be upper field of the interlacing, and then the second frame would be the lower field of the interlacing to create one solid image. The issues with this is like, back in the SD standard definition days. This is what would happen. You would have these problems with fielding and stuff. So you'd see like, this is a very drastic picture depicting this. But like a lot of times if you had really fine lines in the video, like just lines for your graphics and stuff, they would kind of start doing this stair-stepping weird thing that this picture here is kind of depicting. Thank God we don't have to worry about that anymore. We got progressive frames. Going back to your deliverables, here's Comcast, everywhere is different. We're going to kind of dive further into this as far as like the actual encoding type and stuff. So like MPEG 1, 2 for your audio, and MPEG 4 or AVI, or there's so many different encoding formats and stuff. We'll really dive into that at the very end of this whole thing when we're actually encoding our commercial and jumping into that. So here I just kind of put together some links and stuff for you guys to use as a reference. This link here, the always up-to-date link, is actually a really cool little resource. They have all the different social media platforms and stuff, and you just click on these and it'll take you to whatever and show you what the actual specs and stuff for things are like. So here's Facebook, here's all the guidelines for that. We'll close this. And over here, we kind of have like the YouTube page. YouTube shows you all the specs that they have, video codec of H.264, audio AAC. Dive into a lot of this stuff later on. Facebook has their own deliverables. Everywhere is different and stuff. So depending on what your client is asking, you'll definitely want to reference these type of things. And we're going to put all the links tied into the metadata. That's all for this video.